Today is the 14th February, Valentine's Day, and I'm just walking by the gendarmerie. It is such a beautiful day today. The sun is so bright. Even with the sunglasses on, I'm kind of squinting. Not a cloud in the sky. And when I look over toward the hills, in the distance is that beautiful blue sky around the green of the trees. It's just a spectacular kind of day. I kind of take your breath away, the lighting here. Trying to sort out the microphone so I don't have to carry it. Yeah, it's just spectacular. Flo, we're kind of both in cranky humors this morning. I don't exactly know why, but when we start talking about planning holidays and things, even if it's somewhere like California, which is what it's been such a strong ambition of mine to go there forever. But somehow I get frustrated when she starts the organizing, because I feel a lot of the actual booking of things and looking for hotels is just beyond me, you know. And so it frustrates me, and then there's the thought that she may book something that's crap, and then I'll be sorry that I didn't take a greater part in the process. Because this is one holiday that I should be doing, really. I mean, I know all these areas, at least by name, and I know what I want to see. This is not like going to a completely strange place. I'm familiar with it. I'm familiar with what I want to see. So anyway, that kind of gets me irritated, and then there's the talk about, oh, you need an international license to travel. And that brings us beautifully to me, the fact that my ID license is out of date, and I have sent off to get something renewed in France, but nobody ever got back to me. That was like months and months ago. And then we get talking about that, and Flo's saying it's so simple, it's not that difficult, it's just I make everything difficult. And well, there's nothing new here, it's just the same stuff. And it leads to the bad, irritated dynamic between the two of us. I call it kind of like an evil spell, like Kraken or something, where we just irritate each other. And so I said to Flo, I think I'm going to walk. And so she rolls her eyes and she's like, yeah. She laughs, that ironic laugh. And she says, it's great, you can go and walk and enjoy yourself when I have to do the shopping. Because we have no salmon. She wants to go to ocean to get salmon. In my defense, I did offer to go to ocean myself so that she could just go home, because I wouldn't have minded driving to ocean. I could have had a look at the electronic stuff. But the thing is, she doesn't trust me to get a proper deal with the salmon. She's afraid I'll just end up buying expensive stuff. And so she wanted to go. But that's just, it's like this thing kind of starts, and it can feed into all kinds of things, and it just becomes this sticky irritation, I think, that we both feel, and it's probably connected something to somehow to stress as well. Because there is stress in booking a holiday. There's stress in the fact it's going to cost a lot. There's stress in it's for Flo, really, isn't it? Because I'm not really doing anything. Although I mentioned where we should go, and then we fly into San Francisco, we spend a few days there, we meet Pam, go to Santa Monica, do a road trip. I have said that I'd like to keep it as simple as possible. And it is pretty straightforward, I think. But it doesn't matter, these things, and it creates a tension in me anyway. Attention. Today is Friday. Let's see. I don't see hardly any cars at the Almond place here. Listen to those birds. I'm looking. I can hear the bird, but I can't see it. It must be quite small. the birds. They're in the trees beside me, but I can't see them. Who have we got up here? Is this my man from the hospital? The guy rides the bike and always has the cigar in his mouth. I think so. Buongiorno. I think he's tidying up the bins. Or something. Yeah. Beautiful day. It's a circular discussion. Comes around every now and again. This problem with me not being able to do anything. And as I get older, try to be more honest with myself. I can't really find any excuses, except that no excuses. A lot of it, I guess, is to do with laziness. I could be more hands-on, helping with this holiday. Somehow the process of organizing these things, I just find it, like I've said before, irritating. Trying to find where to go, and when you're looking at all this stuff, just the size of towns and the size of places, for me it can kind of suck all the fun out of the whole thing. And then in other respects, like talking about getting my driving license. And I know I may be too fatalistic or pessimistic when I talk about these things, and I say, well, I've sent off the stuff. I don't really know what more I can do. I can't even remember the address or why I didn't keep any. And so Flo says, well, we've got a folder. You probably have some stuff there. Of course, there is a bigger picture. It brings me back to that Sunday morning, maybe Monday morning actually it was. And Flo had gone to Maraval the previous day in the afternoon, and I'm up Sunday. And there's nobody there. Tuco's not there. Poor Fiona's not there anymore. And I'm looking out the window. It's like 12 o'clock midday or something, and I'm thinking, if I were on my own here, and this is not even considering the idea of needing money, but let's say I had money. I didn't even think about the money aspect. But I just thought I wouldn't know what to do. The only thing I have on my agenda is the walk. I'm going to walk to the Connemara. I'm going to buy some stuff in Carrefour. I'm going to go home, slowly cook everything, and then spend the rest of the night looking at the laptop, the monitor. That was it. There wasn't anything else there. I couldn't think of anything else. I thought, would you drive somewhere? No, I don't think so. And you know, if you were here for months and months, what would you do every day? And I thought, that's it. That's all I'd do. And it brought me back to years in the past when I was on my own. It just brought me right back to Sutherland Avenue or Heatherfield Court, or even Helena Court. All these places I was spent on my own. And I thought to myself, that's what you did back then. You walked around Walpole Park continually. Of course you drank then. But that was it. Even in the middle of London. Mind you, wasn't like you had any money a lot of those times. You were completely broke. But even if you had a job and money, I'm not sure I would have had the faculty to find something to do. I was talking a few days ago, maybe the day before yesterday, about how nice it would be to go back to some kind of acting class, because I feel more relaxed with myself and I think I could enjoy it more. And yet yesterday and today, that whole idea, it seemed really stupid. You know, the idea that it would be any different from what it was in the past, the whole drama thing. And yet that talk, I spent about an hour talking about. Maybe that's the difference between when you're in a good positive mood, you feel you can achieve all kinds of things, and when you're in a negative mood, well, the very opposite. I'm not sure I'd want this tape to be in the public domain. So, I have to confront these things. I have to maybe tell somebody about them. But it's just so embarrassing. It's so... It's almost like trying to explain to someone that I'm actually quite mentally retarded. I've pretty much got the faculty of a fucking 12-year-old. In spite of all my fancy ideas. I am someone who needs to be looked after. You don't really want to say that to your wife. Because it's very... I know with Flo, it's just not something she wants to hear. She doesn't believe it for a second. She doesn't want that to be the case. It's unromantic. It's not the way you want to see your husband. It's not the kind of situation you want to be in. But when I was on my own in London, it said, well, you managed to look after yourself in London when you had to. But if I'm honest about that, I just about fucking survived. You know, look at me in 92, 93 and 94 after the trauma centre. I mean, I was seriously getting close to being on the fucking streets. I hadn't a clue. I just... nothing. And when it comes to like a trip to America like this, they're reminders of just the lack. And when Flo was away on Monday and I'm looking at the door, it was kind of a devastating thought. Devastating in the sense that I felt that, you know, I haven't really changed since 93, 94. If it wasn't for Flo, I probably wouldn't do anything. Another way of looking at it, which maybe is a little more positive, is to say that when all's said and done, I'm quite happy with what some people would maybe find a very sparse routine. That if I had the job and if I have enough money to pay my way, and if I can buy the odd thing online, then perhaps I would find myself quite happy just going for a walk once a day, going home, cooking, and that's it. And maybe if I was living like that for long enough, there would be enough of an impulse to methodically go over some kind of a trip and plan it out online and just spend time getting it as foolproof as possible. And maybe then I would drive somewhere and would stay in a camping site, would go off on walks or whatever. Don't know what more to say about it. What is there to say? I can't find a resolution to it. Resolution to something that may not be a problem in the first place. If Flo likes organising stuff, and if she's the one who likes to go on holidays and she has to push me a bit to go, then maybe that's not such a bad thing, it's just the way it is. I did suggest this holiday and stuff. Kind of Pamela is a friend I met in the AA, so in a sense without really trying. I'm kind of involved in these things somewhere. I don't know if that stuff this morning, by the way, has much to do with my mood. Not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, I felt pretty bad. It was one of those moments when everything on YouTube was just really fucking boring, and I couldn't think of anything to search for. My goodness, what's going on here is 2 big cement trucks back to back. There must be a hell of a lot of cement going somewhere, but I can't see where. I can't see where. Yeah, I was saying I was in a bad mood a few days ago. I couldn't find anything to do, and everything I was doing seemed totally useless. But there was nothing to latch onto. There was nothing to blame or anything. It was just a sense of existentialist crisis, you know. And I battled that by trying to think of some of the stuff Nietzsche wrote so elegantly about trying to, you have to develop yourself, and that's kind of when things get tough, you know. And I feel a bit like that today, and so when you feel like that, the kind of conscious, rational mind wants nothing better than to just stick that note onto the board and say, this is why you feel like this. It's because of what someone said, or it's because of this situation, or whatever. Because I know that most of the time it's not because of anything in particular. It's not really because of this holiday to America, or because of me trying to change my driving license, or because Flo said, oh, go ahead and enjoy your walk while I walk. It's not really that. It's a cloud comes down. And I'm already in that feeling. And then, like I say, the mind tries to pin it to something. It desperately wants a nice tidy reason for everything. Lots of little houses being built here. I'm just at the, where can I say I am? At the end of the road where the horses are. And if I were to go to my right here, I'll end up at that crossroads that goes all the way to the water treatment plant. That place seems to be continual work going on there. Lots of little houses being built. And what have we got planted here just in front of me? To the left, lavender. Lavender as far as the eye can see. This whole place is going to be full of lavender. Oh well, I guess it's better than nothing. I got a cat in the field, lying down to my left. She's keeping an eye on me. Young cat. Take care of the road, huh? Don't be stupid. And I got a jogger coming toward me. What does one do in a mood like this? When Am I feeling sorry for myself? Is there a sense of hopelessness in this beautiful day? It's interesting. Bonjour. I mean, it's interesting. You think I had my tooth is healing, and we're putting together a holiday in California. I mean, you know, we're talking about booking a ticket to go to Alcatraz and Hollywood and Hearst Castle, and you'd think that would kind of override any sense of depression. And I mean, to top it all, it is just a fantastic day, absolutely beautiful. It's that beautiful, summery, misty kind of blue covering the hills. That kind of weather that leads itself to make a person think about holidays. I'm surrounded by lavender fields. And we're working this evening, and I like that. I'm going to bring Tuco with me. It's just, there is nothing in the exterior to cause this. There's nothing, there's no reason. I mean, absolutely no reason for it. Yet it's there. So I'm inclined to think it is nothing to do with external factors. It really is nothing to do with flow. It's nothing to do with the holiday. It's nothing to do with bureaucracy and getting car licenses, whatever. It's nothing to do with your lack of... Well, that might be something in that, actually. There might be something deeply disturbing in kind of an unconscious way about my sense of helplessness or something. A lack of ability to deal with things. And that's kind of like insecurity. And insecurity, I guess everybody has, and I've always kind of thought that the roots of insecurity, the iceberg underneath, the tip of the iceberg, is that, well, the mortality thing. It's the fear of getting older. It's the midlife crisis. It's wondering how it will all end. It's the knowledge. It's the knowledge, this is probably the worst thing, that it will end. And that fucking thought starts to pop up in your mind more often. It certainly wasn't there when I was a teenager. When I was trying to be David Bowie living in London in the mid-80s. Or going around Carlo. It certainly wasn't there then. There was no thought of it, and it's a stupid thought because it's just pointless. There's nothing you can do about it. It can't be rectified. It can't be negotiated with. It can't be taken away. And I don't think you can come to terms with it. I don't think there's... The only solution I can think of is to just not have thought, to put it out of your mind as soon as it comes. Don't start dancing with it. Don't start trying to be lyrical with it. There's nothing to do with it. It's just, except just cancel it. And Gray was good at cancelling thoughts. That's kind of maybe the root of all this stuff. This feeling of being left. This feeling of, shit, what am I going to do if I find myself on my own? God or whatever higher power forbid that anything should happen to Flo. What would a fucking retard like me do here on his own? That's kind of scary, but again, it's a bit like the death thought, it's like it's pointless, it's useless. Yeah, you don't have control over these things. If shit happens, you just have to deal with it. That's it. There's no negotiation with this. There's no making a plan. And I'm 54 now. I don't think there's any changing in me. I can't make myself, in any sense, an extroverted kind of happy-go-lucky person. People have transformations. Who knows? I felt more relaxed and more serene about certain things. There's no telling the way a character can develop. Maybe I will yet surprise myself. Maybe I'm hanging on to some part of me that's actually changing now. Maybe I would find that it's actually wouldn't be that difficult to go on a holiday or organize it myself, who knows. But if I don't have the interest, I don't have the interest. But like I said, it's a case of worrying about things that I have no control over. It's abstract. And I do kind of feel that it is somehow unconsciously connected with mortality and with that lack of security. They're the kind of things that are there. And if you lived in a castle and you had 20-foot walls all around you, and you had 20 million quid in the bank, so you never had to leave the castle, this worry would still be there. It wouldn't go away. This mood. So what do I do about it? Am I entertaining it the wrong way? I walked here 2 days ago, and I was absolutely beside myself with excitement about just the thought scenario about going back in time and being confident and mature with the body of a 22-year-old in that situation I was in. I was very up today. Today I'm in the swamp. But the swamp has nothing to do with things, and maybe people would argue against that. Maybe they'd say, maybe Flo would say, well, actually, if you could stop being so fucking lazy, sort some stuff out. It's not about sorting stuff out, though. It's more than that. I can go home and search the whole place for a form for this driving thing, and I can find it, and it's maybe give me a 10% pleasing sensation. I'm not stupid enough to think that would solve anything. I could sit down with Flo and start organising this holiday to America and say, yes, we'll do that, yes, we'll do this, yes, I'm going to contact, but I'm not stupid enough to think that that's going to take away my insecurities about things, because I'm going to die someday. I can't take that away. I can't make somebody meet somebody. Stop that from happening or sort it out. I'm good now, though. And things I'm thinking about are small. Who really gives a fuck about driving license? It'll be sorted. Holiday in America, it'll be sorted. But I feel bad because I'm not doing it with Flo. We're somehow not together. And although she likes doing these things, she is going to come back and hit me with this at some point. She's going to say I have to do everything. Even though you're the one who wanted to go here. Can't get away from that right now. I tell you what it is, it's a lack of excitement for the whole thing. It's a lack of enthusiasm. That's what I can't understand. I'm not excited about it. There's a slight sense of relief that we may eventually go there. But I can't, for the love of me, find any excitement in it. That's the worst thing. Maybe when it comes closer to the time, maybe when we're sitting on the airplane, when we're in transit, when we touch down in San Francisco. But right now, it's almost like a chore to be done. Maybe when all's boiled down, the thing about me is I don't want to do anything. I want to get up, go for a walk, and then just kind of try and upload videos and then go to bed. And talk to myself incessantly. That's all I've ever done. That's really who I am. Even my lack of interest is not a big enough thing for this mood that I have right now. It will go, will lift. I may find lots of interest and enthusiasm tomorrow. That's something we forget if feeling a mood like this. You have to keep saying to yourself, this is really not a true reading of anything, it's just the way you feel at the moment. This stuff is not kind of carved in stone or anything. It's totally in flux. It's fluid. It's a fluid moment. So what you're saying now doesn't really matter because everything is in flux. Everything is fluid. There is no definitive you, definitive attitude, definitive mood, definitive state of mind. That doesn't exist. There's no definitive anything. So when you're like this, you're like this. But it's like, fuck, who cares? You're not going to be like this tomorrow. It's just stupid. Maybe that doesn't take away that slight sense of dread of being on your own. But you have to get back to the stuff that you're not in control of any of that. You don't decide that. I'm trying to develop. I'm trying to find solutions. I'm trying to be a better person by being a better person and less opinionated. My own life will be easier. I know that. This notion that I know this and that. If I can't find an adequate, diplomatic and helpful way of expressing myself, especially when it comes to a different opinion about something, then I should keep my mouth shut. If I'm only expressing stuff because I want to score a point, you know, because it's like some kind of fucking football match, and I want to score the goal, you know. I want to break my opponent, not break my opponent. I want to score a goal on my opponent. I want everybody to go, yeah, fuck you, and then, you know, feel that sense of something. If that's the case, then I just gotta stop, because that's not good. If that's the case, I should just keep my opinions to myself. But if there is some other reason, if I genuinely think that, hey, I really would like to just put this point of view in someone's mind, because it's interesting and it's different, and it might allow them to see things differently, or it might come back to help in some way, then I think that's fine. I'm trying to develop, and a lot of the time when I say stuff, it's just self-aggrandizement. How do you pronounce that word? Aggrandizement. Self-aggrandizement. I'm just saying stuff and I want people to go, wow, what a fucking clever guy. That's not good.
Si, moi je trouve ça sur Facebook. Bonjour. Je reçois sur MSN.
Get busy living. You gotta get busy living. Actually, what is it? One day at a time. There you go. One day at a time. That's what you gotta think about. I gotta keep chipping away at this mood, though. Gotta keep talking about it. I gotta try and keep developing as a person, and I don't wanna blame this mood on something specific and think if you can just do that, then this will be the end of the mood and you'll be great, and you know, it's just far more complex than that. This type of mood. Because it can come from nowhere. It does not have to have a reason. That's the thing I've been saying to myself for years. It doesn't have to have an agenda. It can still jump up and bite your ass anytime. You know. Check the mail. Been waiting on some spice from my mother, and still don't have it. Prefecture de Lure. Wow. Could this be something? It'd be funny if this was something to do with the license we were just talking about today. Something I didn't mention at all on my trip. Are you picking this up, Mike? You're kind of buried in my pocket at this point. Trust. Yeah, trust. Didn't talk about trust. Trust the day. Trust the hour of the day. Trust that your coincidences and stuff mean something good. Don't get too frightened. Da 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 da. Sneaked up on you too, bro, didn't I? Hello, fella. Hello, little fella. My boy. Kind of sneaked up on him. Right, let's see what this letter is. I'm curious. Got no stamp, so it's some kind of official one. It's got my... It's got my name scrawled out on the front like it was written by a young person. It'd be wild if this was true back, wouldn't it? Vous êtes resident permanent en France. Adresse de cette man and demand d'exchange de permis de conduire. Can you believe it? It is. It's actually about the driving license. How about that? So they've sent me back all the stuff. So obviously, and this is normal. You have to expect this in France. You're never going to get it right the first time. And it's the 10th of February 2020. So they've taken all this time. What date did I put on it? My God, 10th to the 5th. Oh no, that's the day I got the license. When did I send this? I got the 24th of October. There's a stamp, 24th of October. October, November, December, January, February, I don't know. Tuco, shut up! So they've given me a letter. I don't know what that is. It's attached to the back. They haven't sent me anything though. They've just... Right, so can I figure out what the letter is? Doubt it. Vous êtes resident permanent en France. Vous êtes adressé en demande exchange de permis de conduire. Émis par le Royaume-Uni à Grande-Bretagne d'Irlande du Nord. Durant la période de transition de l'application définitive de Brexit, si vous avez établi votre résidence normale en France, avec la date de retrait effective du Royaume-Uni, l'arrêt 3rd of April de votre permis de conduire, the main title de votre permis. Oh, goodness me! Goodness me, Tuco, what's going on? What's the excitement? What's the excitement? Oh! You looking forward to going for your walk? We'll go in a sec. Let me try and figure this letter out. Nous vous rappelons qu'il est ressortiment européen, permis de conduire libre par un État membre de l'Union, par un État partie à l'accord sur l'espace économique européen fixé, I don't know what that means. L'exchange de permis de conduire n'est un effet obligatoire qui donne les souvent si le titre de commande le territoire français est une infraction. Si le titre de commande nouveau I don't know. It's a long letter. Nous vous restituons dans l'intégrité de votre dossier les communes de piste originales qui, si vous trouvez, nous vous invitons. Okay, so I guess I could keep all this. myself. Passport. I don't see the license. Did I not actually send the license? Who knows? Who knows? But still, that's quite a weird coincidence. You'd have to agree. It's a weird coincidence to get this it's almost like they're saying I don't need another license. Or maybe they were just holding all this stuff until Brexit. Could have been the case. Anyway, like I say, it's interesting that they've sent that thing to me at this moment. Huh? Very interesting. Very interesting, Tuco. I better bring Tuco for his walk. What the fuck did I do with my sunglasses? No, they're in front of me. So, I'm gonna bring that thing again. I'm gonna bring a red cap. And then I'm gonna have a look at this, see what's the story with this thing. Menu. Ooh, the battery's run down a little bit. Mode, camera, photo, video, picture. Video is 20. Interval 5 seconds. That's what I want to. Well, five seconds is. That's what you have to have. Timestamp is on. Yeah. Time switch. Password. Serial number. Time lapse is off. Language format. Set clock. So we feel it's probably not 16, 15. There. Auto power off. I can't find anything to change. The time between 5 seconds is the shortest interval. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it. So how do I look at that? So I'm thinking about all these things. And we're talking about that conjugate thing and it arrives. And the last thing I said to myself coming up the steps here was, you should trust things. Trust things. I feel tired. Yeah. The creeping lays. The creeping lays. I'm not going to bring my phone. Do we have some chocolate here? Or did I? Oh God! Did I really eat them all? You know I did. I'm gonna have to take 2 Maltesers. Myself a fucking boost or something. And something for Tuco. A biscuit, Tuco. There you go. Take another biscuit with me for Tuco. Wanna go for a walk? What do you say? Shall we? Shall we? I'd like to go right through the field, Tuco. I don't want to. Hello. I don't want to run into any of these guys. Actually, maybe we go on the road. I don't see many people here. Because Tuco always cuts across the field. Boy. Buongiorno. Allez. Allez. Who's cutting wood? I don't know if you're picking up this. Can't be bothered carrying that thing anymore. Allez. Not gonna bark now. No barking, huh? No barking. Good boy. Quiet now, quiet. And don't run across the road either. Stop, stop. Allez. Stop. Don't bark, don't bark. Tut, Tuco. Il est gentil. Ah, allez. Tuco, Tuco. Ici. Allez. Tuco. Allez. Good boy. Il est gentil. Il est gentil. Il est gentil, my ass. Hein? Allez. You're a contrary fella. After a beautiful day, and I hope I don't meet anybody here. No dogs, no people, nothing. Just me. Just me by myself. And my dog. That's all. That's all. Allez, Tuco. Come on, don't stop now. Allez. Yeah, shut up. We're going for a long walk. Come on. You're not going back there. Good boy. Shut up. Come on. Où est le lapin? Où est le lapin? Hey, we're going to see the lapin. Magic word to you just have to say où est le lapin in that tone of voice and that's it. He's fine. Head's down and he's off. Good boy. Trust. One day at a time. Trust. I have to say, when these moods come, I'm kind of looking in that I never ever, my mind never goes to drink, to alcohol, being drunk. Allez, Tuco, allez, où est le lapin? Because I know for some people, things like that get on top of them. Not that I got a lot, but some people, they would think of alcohol. Allez, let's go across the field. Yeah, we got a fucking van coming. Fuck. We're in any peace here, Tuco, can we? There's always somebody coming. How am I going? Never mind. How am I going to put my camera up when someone's seeing me? Ah, Tuco, Tuco, Tuco. Allez. Allez. Tuco. 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 Missy. Missy. Ah, il est gentil normalement.
Ah, c'est un mâle?
Oui, c'est un
Ah, le
mâle.
mien aussi, c'est peut-être pour ça.
Ah oui, c'est ça.
Il est tout jeune. Il a quel âge le vent?
3.
Ah, bah le mien aussi, toi, un peu
Toi.
plus de 3
Coucou.
ans. Oh, le mien il dit jamais rien, hein. C'est des chiens, on n'en voit jamais.
Stop.
Oh, faut pas le faire.
C'est le
grave.
schnauzer, beaucoup de bruit.
Ah, d'accord.
C'est normal, c'est juste là.
Oui, lui, il dit rien du tout. Hein. Les bulldogs français, ils sont.
Hmm.
On les entend jamais.
Oui, gentil. Stop you. Jaloux.
Oui, bah, c'est normal.
Sit.
Allez, au revoir. Allez,
Au revoir. Ah, Tuco. Tuco. I'm gonna have to stop. Tuco. Tuco.
le grand. Bah, c'est pas le copain alors.
No. Tuco, stop. 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 That's bold. Voilà. Poor dog. Well, we can go home now, I think. Bold. Bold. Attacking that dog for no reason. Let's go over here. I did exactly like the dog did to him. To turn away and then no, I couldn't stop. So one of these dogs. It's embarrassing because I was even petting the other one. It just wouldn't stop attacking. Bastard sometimes. Could be a real bastard sometimes, you know? Fucker. Embarrassing me. Right, wait. Allez. Fuck, am I getting all muck here? Getting all muck. You spoiled my walk to go. Oh, what was that? Où est le lapin? You just missed the lapin. He's just sitting there looking at us. You're a little bastard, Tuco. I don't know what we're going to do with you if you have to... What are we going to do every time you meet a small male dog? Are you going to attack it? Right. So I can put my camera here, but it's not going to fucking see anything, is it? I don't think it's going to see a damn thing. Could I do the time lapse thing? How about that? This would be perfect for that. Let's see. Time lapse. On interval all right, so let's set the time lapse. We'll see what that does. Fuck yeah. Good boy. Allez, let's go home then. That's set for time lapse. Shit, did I turn it on? Fuck. Turn it on. Now it's on. Maybe that's why it didn't work last time, huh? Allez! Allez, Tuco! Little brat. Let's go before that woman comes back with her little dog. Going to have a nice long walk with you. We're going to have a nice long walk. Straight across from our house, there's a tree. I'm going to do a time lapse. Nice walk, ruined. So I guess from now on, if ever we see a small dog, I'm going to have to put the lead on you. You wouldn't do it if it was a big dog. It's all drying up, isn't it? It's all drying up. All the weeds have gone. You couldn't walk through here one time. Cut to pieces. They've all... I wonder, is that because he sprayed the thing with some weed killer? or is it just what happens naturally with when the land gets waterlogged? Does that somehow kill those weeds, or do they just have they got their own time spell? These are questions we have to find the answers to, Tuco. Ooh, Tuco! Allez! I don't know what I'm getting you these for, you don't deserve them. Biscuit for Tuco. You don't deserve them. You really don't. Allez. Unbelievable. This is a great section here for practicing golf, you know, especially now that the grass is so short. Gotta have to try that sometime before the grass grows. Got a couple of weeks, maybe a few weeks, because the space is such that yeah, I mean, I just couldn't cover all this space, so I can hit the ball as hard as I want with the driver. There's no way I'm going to run out of grass here. I could take 6 or 7 golf balls. I think I've got a box of them somewhere, and I don't think I'd lose them here either. Could maybe get Tuco to collect them. He's going to go over that way now, isn't he? Tuco! Wait. Good boy. Wait. I'm going to put the lead on you because I'm not letting you run over to her. Stop. You're not running off to anybody. You're going home. You're closing the door. Nothing like that today. No playing in the garden. Well, we might play in the garden. Allez! Yeah. No. No doing what you want today. Yeah, you were too bold. I'm going to leave you in the garden and close the door. I'm going to have some tea. And I think I'm going to let you bark all you want. I think, fuck it. That's the beauties of a dog. Allez. Wait. Wait till I take your thing off. Wait. There. Good boy. Don't come up here now. You can stay in the sun. You're not coming inside. Got a drink of water there? Good. Stay. Stay out there. Fecker. One of those days they Although it's kind of nice that they sent me my letter back. It would have been especially nice if I had a license with it. And I could say, hey, it's sorted. But it's not. Not sorted. Let's shut this off, I think. So just